Mm-mm-mm. How is everybody doing? So, um, thanks for coming back. Yes, I've been gone for a little bit. I have disappeared off the face of the earth for some self-reflection and some self-healing. You know what I'm saying? I just been, I don't want to say chilling because it sounds like I've been doing nothing, but there's been a lot, like, legit going on behind the scenes. Let me move this back so I don't look so bustual. Is it a word? Bustual in the camera. So, as you know, this is a happy channel, and I partake in everything that is Mother Nature related, per se. And you're gonna see adjust this a little bit more. Oh, please don't fall over. Y'all wanna ride with me? 'Cause I'll be trying to adjust this thing for a moment. So hopefully this video isn't too wonky, but I basically has been chilling to myself as far as creating stuff behind the scenes so I can produce better for myself, produce better content. So if you are part of this nation, feel free to grab whatever you choose to smoke out of. Your blunt, your bungs, your joints, whatever you choose to smoke out of, grab it. I'm going to be doing dabs with you guys later, and I will show you later on what I'll be smoking out of. But if you want to just chill and smoke, I mean, not smoke with me, but just chill and have a good time, I got my little snack right here. I got me, what is this? The apple cranberry coconut refresher. It's delicious. It's so good. Have y'all missed me? Because I've missed you guys. Just a few updates. Man, I don't even know where I want to start. First update is when you go through this whole spiritual thing, they always make it seem like, oh, it's the best thing you ever do, you know, it's better than like sex, okay? And I just wanted to say, I'm here because of who? Because of why? Because I'm that bitch. That bitch. And I have come so far in my life where the cut-off game is so strong that if I don't want to deal with you, I don't have to deal with you no more. I've reached the point where I'm sorry's don't matter. I reached the point where if we are family, we should be around each other. Doesn't matter. I've reached a point where if you are not being conducive to anything that's anything to do with me and mine and my family, then you don't need to be a part of it. You don't need to be a part of it at all. Because how I feel is when you don't respect someone's boundaries and they put boundaries out there for you to respect, and you put them out there for them to respect, and they don't do it, and then they play victim, and they play hurt, and they want you to pay attention to all their triggers and all their imbalances within their life, then you're just using up all of my empathic energy to heal yourself, and I'm left broken dealing with the damage that you left behind. And anybody get time for that bullshit? Like, seriously, like, and I grew up in a household where the boundaries weren't respected. I grew up with a person who was supposed to have been there as an older person related to me, a sibling related to me, and all they ever did was bully, pick, act like if you lay a boundary down that you have a smart ass mouth. And that's a horrible thing. I don't know if that's like that in any other culture, race, or background of other people, but it seems to be rampant in the black community where, you know, back then where if you told someone a boundary, oh, that's you have a smart ass mouth. But now it's cool to have it. I am appreciating the younger generation as far as their advances as being woke on their, or conscious, I should say, because I hate that word woke. Being conscious, because a woke mind can be put back to sleep, remember? But I like the fact that they're conscious of what's going on within their body and their feelings, and are aware of being able to express how they feel regardless of what's said. It was always a repercussion of getting your ass beat, whooped, talked about, dogged, and dragged, business spread because you set a boundary. And we need to keep continuously breaking those horrible, and I'm going to say it, European traits that we have that's been built within our lineage of disrespect. Because you can't tell your master that, hey, you gotta stop whooping my ass, because I can't learn when you whooping my ass. You can't do that. And that's the same way within the culture. I cannot learn when you are whooping my ass and browbeating me and doing it. And I'm in the healing process. I'm not doing that to people I love. You know, I'm in that process. I'm going to keep it 100 of doing that even with my spouse, because it's those habits that when it's inbred in you and you have grown up in that midst of that bullshit, it sucks. You know, it's not good. It's not healthy. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's fucked up. It's to the point where it's like you feel that you can't talk to nobody. I went through something good recently, right? And I was like, damn, I want to be able to share, but something is tugging in me just to be like, you know what? You can't share. And I had to ask my best friend, my forever partner. I was like, hey, infamous, why? And no, I didn't say that to him like that, but you know. But I was like, why is it when you feel you want to share something good to a specific group of people who you care about is one of those, and it's because so many people have dragged your name and have talked about you that they'll congratulate you, but be like, oh, don't you do this and that and the other. Don't worry about what I do, because it's mine. People are so quick to tell you what not to do over something that's yours. Mind your business. I don't care what it is I do repeatedly. Mind your business. What do you do? Let me close. Oh, look cute. Sorry. What do you do? What do you do that makes you so much better than me? I'll wait. Take a sip on that. I'll wait. I'll wait. There's a lot and that's going on that I can't really touch on too much. When it finally happens, I'll be able to upload that said content and just be screaming through the roof. And I'm a firm believer of talking things into existence. I'm a firm believer of just letting people be themselves, letting people love who they want to love. And things are getting better, but they need to progress a lot more when it comes to people and sexualities. And what I mean is this. Lately, there's been this whole thing about letting boys play with gender role specific toys. And I hate that. Example, the kitchen. I had a niece that had a little kitchenette set, I believe. It was a washing machine and dryer. Stuff like that. And they have that stuff for girls as if all women are supposed to be domesticated. Men need to be domesticated too. I know my man can wash them clothes and fold them and iron them. He knows how to sew. All of that doesn't make him anything less of a man. You see what I'm saying? And if you're out here not letting these boys just play with dolls, it's just a doll. It doesn't mean he's going to be gay. And you need to let boys play with dolls and teach them the proper anatomy of a young lady, of, you know, when it's age appropriate. Also, teach them areas where they should not touch people where it's inappropriate. Also, teach them how to respect women. Because we always tell girls, y'all shouldn't wear this, y'all shouldn't do that. But how about we just teach the species that tends to be the predator, to not do certain things and just respect people. I mean, there's chefs out there that, I mean, Guy Fieri, what did he sign? An $80 million deal, $70 million deal, some type of $1 million deal where he is making millions of dollars with the Food Network. You get Gordon Ramsay, $220 million. Look, they're worth millions and millions and millions of dollars. And these dudes cook. I love how those stereotypes are, where women are supposed to be in the kitchen, but then men dominate that field. You see that? I learned that a lot of stuff in the world has to deal with a lot of male masculinity, fragile male masculinity, and a lot of it stems from the Caucasus people, where they're just fragile, and then they spread it over to everybody else. A fragile masculinity is a disease. It's, PD called it bitch assness, and it's still bitch assness. Can we bring that back? Let's take a sip. This thing's pretty good. I took a sip on people's bitch assness. Let's take those moments of understanding that it's okay to be a guy and to dance. Okay, I see some dudes, they be like, they act like they want to dance this song, but then he be like, my guy's looking at me. Men who worry more about what their friends think and say about them don't realize that's kind of, what y'all call that, gay behavior. Is it gay behavior? Because to me that shit's weird. This is really weird. Like, y'all be so worried about what your homeboy is doing to the point where he don't even want to hang out with his girlfriend unless they're boning each other. He want to hang around y'all to show off his new clothes and shoes. That's not gay to y'all? That you think about, I can't wait for my dogs to see me in my new Timbs. That's not gay? You dressing up for your homeboys? That's not gay? Don't pay attention to my shirt, I got a cat. But that's not gay to you? That's not gay to you that everything that you do in your life is a relevance of you being a male and how masculine you are? So if a guy isn't into sports, does it mean that he's not worthy of being around the homeboys? If he's into arts and music, does it mean that he's soft and that he's not a man? There's different levels to men, but there's also some misogynistic women out there. My man cry, he better not cry around me. Both sides pick on each other for stupid stuff. And I don't get it. Why do we care how someone, it's hot back here. Well, sorry, it was hot. Why do we care about how someone responds to something? We're always so worried about how someone responds to something, but why does it make you feel uncomfortable? Like, I remember as a child, if I acted frantic or excited that I was getting ready to do something, why are you acting all frantic for? Because I've been in the house for all weekend, so I'm not supposed to be excited to get out the house. Why aren't you excited? I can't stand people like that are always so nitpicky on how someone responds. And, like, for example, if there's a happy moment, some people just don't go, ooh, oh, that's pretty cool, I like it. You're not excited. And I catch myself doing that shit because I grew up in that bullshit. And I have to realize, like, not everyone's going to respond like you. Doesn't mean that they don't like something. It's just whatever chord that rings in their body is how they're going to respond. Not everyone's dramatic. There it is. Fucking dramatic. Not everyone is going to respond in such a dramatic way to the point where, They're gonna be as dramatic as you. Oh, fixing my hair. I don't get why I took a cough. I don't get why some people, when your feelings or opinion goes against theirs, they take it to such an extreme of you're a bad guy, you're evil, you must conform to me because you don't fit the make and model of what I'm driving. If that makes sense. Like, I'm trying to find the words. Like, say for instance, I'll give an example. The spaghetti thing. Do you like your spaghetti sauce poured on top of your spaghetti? Or are you used to your spaghetti and meat sauce being mixed together and served all together? And there's different types of people who like certain ways. And I remember I told someone I like it both ways. I like it where sometimes you can just pour the sauce on there and eat it. And it was a weird thing. And then also, I like it when it's mixed up together or cooked in a pan and thick and delicious. And I remember someone goes, and I'm going to go ahead and say it, sorry, but that's the white people way eating something. Why can't you eat your spaghetti with the sauce on top? And I was like, well, I just happen to have just a little bit. And I caught myself like, why am I explaining to you how I like my damn spaghetti? Why does it matter? Like, for real, why does what I choose to put in my body, in my mouth, matter to you so much? To the point where you're judging me, you're criticizing me, you tell me I act like a different race of people, you're criticizing so much. It's like, damn, I'm not even hungry no more because every fork full I put in my mouth is one of those judgy ass moments. I think I reached a point where we always so judgmental of every damn thing to the point it's like exhausted. My birthday passed. We are, what is it? Oh my gosh, we're in December now. My birthday's October. And I think last time I uploaded was probably in June. So yeah, it's been some months. I legit took my own Corey Kenshin break. And if y'all know who Corey Kenshin is, big shout out to my brother. Let's go ahead and slice him one time. Corey Kenshin breaks. He takes like 9-month breaks and stuff. And we're both Scorpios too, so I get it. Scorpios have this thing where we're just inconsistent. But when we do come back, it be some fire shit. Just like that. Yeah, I took a Corey Kenshin break, And, but sometimes those breaks are needed to reevaluate everything. I had second guess, like, damn, my channel isn't where I want it to be. And it has nothing to do with nothing but me. Because I feel like if you're not getting those instant results, it means you're not liked. If you're not getting instant gratification, it means you're not wanted. If you're not getting the feedback that you expected, it means that no one is checking for you. And that's not even the case. It's this hairdresser that said she came with her own product line and she expected it to go off and only received 6 orders. And she's proud to ship up those 6 orders because stuff don't happen in an instant. We've gotten so used to social media that we have expected things to just be fucking instant. We're beyond microwave. Like, if it's not within a nanosecond, if it's not a TikTok second, it's not good. It's not worthy. It's not good. No. I told myself I have to start being consistent and pushing out more content because I believe in myself. And that is enough. It's nice when you have people believe in you because that gives you motivation. But just think about if you don't have a system around you that's positive, then what? Then what? Who do you look up to uplift you then at that point? Who do you seek after that point? Yourself. I had to really think who do I love the most where I can't disappoint them? I thought about my kids, my husband, my cat. And I'm like, those things don't matter because if you're not taking care of yourself, those other things are gonna be neglected and have been. And you have to put yourself first. I had to put myself first. So many people tell you to pray for others, pray for others, pray for others, but no one says worry about you, worry about yourself. I mean, if you do, you're selfish. Oh, how dare you? You're told to be humble. Or you get told you're little this or you're little that. Or you get told wherever your accomplishments ain't good enough. You have to keep being your own cheerleader. You hear me? You just have to keep being your own cheerleader. Sorry to shake some sense into myself. I'm readjusting you guys again. You know? Okay, because I'm just trying to make sure I'm not too top heavy. Sorry, y'all. You know? We just sitting here together, just chilling. I like filming raw videos. I know crazy editing draws in the people. But sometimes, I'm going to keep it real, I don't have the energy. Sometimes I create something and be feeling that pressure, or I have to have crazy edits. And then I feel that pressure and then I don't upload because I think, oh, I don't have everything I need to have a crazy edit. It's not going to be worthy. No one's going to like it because it's not a crazy, high class YouTuber level crazy. And it's like, you definitely got to crawl before you even walk. You got to walk before you run. It's legit levels to this. And it's like, are you willing to go through those levels? You can't keep telling yourself yes, and then the moment you start, you quit because it's not instant. And that's what I've been doing. So to those people who are watching this, and if you're pursuing your dream that you've seen sometimes turn over quickly for other people, it may not have turned quickly for them as you may think that it may seem. It's not what it seems. They may have been putting in work for years and then all of a sudden get up. And sometimes that's discouraging because you're working for years, and is it dragging? When do you stop? When do you give up? Do you give up? Are you prepared for what happens when you blow up? People are so nosy in your business. But then it's like, what am I? I figured to myself, if I had to go back and tell myself, maybe even 10 years ago, just start being a creator. Because you have so much talent in you. And so many people have eaten and feasted off of you that you have nothing left for yourself. And it's not a good feeling. It's not. So to those of you who have had those ups and downs throughout this year, we're going into year 2022. It's December, we're a few weeks away from Christmas and New Year's. We're going into that. It's been 2 years since we've been going through this crazy ass pandemic. And so much has gone on. So I will say this, even though I believe I've talked about this before. Sorry, guys. Talked about this before. I had came to realization that no matter what you do, good, bad, nothing at all, people will always have something to say. Whether it's positive, negative, they will always have something to say. And the question is to you, do you care? And if you do care, it's okay to care. People make it seem so bad sometimes to care what other people think of you. And I'm a firm believer, don't care what no one thinks about you, for real. Seriously, because what they think about you is none of your business. That's theirs, that's their issue. But I feel like if they are portraying you in a certain way where now it's festering around you and creating negative energy, that's when you should care to nip that in the bud. Like, look, I can't prevent what your mouth say. I can't prevent what you do. But just know that whatever you say will come back to you against me, okay? And if you're so confident on bad mouthing somebody, be confidently enough they're going to be bad mouthing your ass right back. Trust and believe it. I've dealt with both sides of family where those particular members have vented to people, dragged, talked about me to people, and then no one bothers to ask for my side of the story. And this lets me know that it's so quick and easy for people to be led off to slaughter. No one has sense to go, hey, we want to hear your side. And I reached a point where people will avoid talking to me because I have a big mouth. And like they just can't handle it. Can't handle the mouth. Give me a second, it's getting a little chilly. Time to warm my tush. Now I would say I didn't like seat warmers before simply because, man, they be roasting my nuts. Roasting my balls, man. Roasting my shit. Roasting me. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. And it would make me feel uncomfortable. Sometimes it make me feel like I have to pee. No, and damn well I don't. So, if you've been hanging out here, we're almost 30 minutes in. Thank you so much. I don't know where this is going to be. If it's going to be on my YouTube, if it's going to be on my Patreon, if it's going to be on my Spotify. All the links down below where to get me on my Snapchats, my Instagram. All of my things will be down below in the description box on where to get at me. So let's talk about some positive things in the world. I'm going to pause you guys for a second. I'll be right back because I have like some cool shit to share. So hold on.